What the ever-loving fuck did I just hear?
What are you talking about?
Did you not hear the intro music?
I hear the intro music once every 20 minutes, Connor. It just keeps playing endlessly in my head.
Oh.
The opening credits, the ending credits.
It's a mark left upon you.
It's truly a curse I would not wish upon my most foul of enemies, Connor.
Well, if you're curious what you listen to, viewers, then allow us to elaborate tonight as we introduce you to a wonderful special episode of The Sniper 2. If you are listening to this...
This is an episode of The Sniper 2.
Yeah, we're doing multiple episodes of The Sniper 2. This is episode 22 of The List Goes On. You are part of an elite few, viewers. You're elite few people who looked at the title of this video and went, I'm going to listen to that.
Go on, then.
Yeah, go on then, sure, whatever. Like, we understand some of you are very loyal listeners and you will go through every single episode, and you are the chosen ones. We love you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm inducting people into a cult. That's not what I'm going for. I'm sorry.
Well, I like to think that some people have been enticed by the fact that this is most likely going to be a much shorter episode than our last one.
Oh, yeah, look at that runtime. That's beautiful. Silent Hill 2 was honestly just like development hell to finish that episode. But this one is a lot shorter and sweeter. I hope. For all we know, this could be a 3-hour long thing where we go on about sniper games.
We literally don't have enough time.
To
talk about this game for 3 hours.
We're on a time limit. This is a speed round.
Connor's got like a life to live. He's got things to do.
I do. But you join us for this very quick and brief little introduction to The Sniper 2. And you might be thinking, I've heard of that. I know what this game is. No, you don't.
Yeah, shut up.
No. You're probably... Okay, some of you maybe. Yeah. Because I heard about this game through a YouTuber. And maybe you follow him too. I guess streamer is probably the better way to describe him. But there's also a very strong chance you've heard the title of this and you've went, okay, no, I have played that. And you're thinking of like 2 or 3 different games that have a name like The Sniper.
Yeah.
And aren't this. So let's clear the air on what this isn't, right?
Okay.
So this game is not Sniper Elite, a third-person shooter about a sniper in the Second World War who seems to be on every fucking front.
Yeah.
He seems to be in Italy and
He's
Germany,
good.
everywhere. He's fighting zombies, he shoots Hitler in the balls. That's not what this game's about, as much as that would have improved it.
That would have been good.
This is not Sniper Ghost Warrior, a D-tier game that only did well because it released in an August one year when no other games were coming out, somehow getting 2 entire sequels.
Wow, Sniper Ghost Warrior taking fucking shade from Connor on this one.
Sniper Ghost Warrior has probably a worse ending than this game, and that's a low bar, considering what we're going to talk about. But no, I don't think many people will miss Sniper Ghost Warrior. I think many of us have left that in the past.
Yeah. This game is also not Naughty Bear.
This is not Naughty Bear. We need to specify this game is not Naughty Bear. We have not... Naughty Bear would be a good game for the list.
Yeah, I think someone asked for it in the comments.
This is the most recent game that we have played that I was like, Ash, we need to cover this like now. we got to do this ASAP.
Like Night in the Woods, Oblivion, other games that are good. Do we have to cover those now or in 4 years? 4 years.
4 years.
The Sniper 2, we've got to get this done now.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Although it does have the elite accolade of being one of, I guess, 3 games where we played through the game in its entirety and then immediately went to record this episode.
Yeah, it's this, Signalis, and you told me it literally like 10 minutes ago and I've already forgotten what it was. It'll come to me.
It's right around
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Which was the worst day of my life.
What?
Because we had to play through fucking Shadow the Hedgehog again. I hated it. It was awful. I thought I was done in 2020 and you pulled me right back in.
I don't appreciate the shade that you're chucking towards 5-time award winner Shadow the Hedgehog.
If you don't appreciate the shade, please do not go back to that episode where I describe it as being akin to being shot.
Well, speaking of being shot, that's the MO of this game.
100%, yeah.
The Sniper 2.
God. How do we even talk about the Sniper 2? It defies description.
Well,
Shall we talk about how this came to be in our sphere of influence, Connor? Because you said you saw it because of a streamer playing it.
Yeah.
But there are more details about our time with the game that I think are quite amusing.
Oh, definitely. So, I first of all found this out when I was watching a streamer called Vinesource Vinny. Probably heard of him, more likely you've heard of him than me.
He's one of our peers.
He's one of our peers. Oh, yeah, a peer. Well, I mean, him and I are both voice actors. That might actually be a huge spoiler. Holy shit, I don't know when this episode's coming out. Whatever, you're part of an elite few who know that now. That's
I would love it if you got fired from your job because you leaked details on the Sniper 2 episode. But what if the fact that we have that information in here means loads of people watch this episode because that's where the leak came from?
To get this verified.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got some overlap. But I watched Vinesource Vinny play this game, and I saw, like, he played it for maybe half an hour, and it was just from that half an hour slice before he moved on to something else, I just looked at it and went, Ash and I need to fucking play this.
There's no way around this.
This is perfect list fodder. This is beautiful. There's also a slight serendipity to this game, because, as you might notice, this is episode 22 in season 2 of The List Goes On. Obviously, it is called The Sniper 2.
It's true.
And the date that we played this game was the 22nd of February. That wasn't orchestrated, that was complete happenstance. But I wanted to highlight that just so that you were aware of it, because you'd completely forgotten when we played this.
Yeah.
And
even though it was only like a year ago.
Yeah. So what is the relevance of this being a 2 game compared to anything else? I don't know.
That is right. You want us to find deeper significance in the Sniper 2? Then turn away now, listener.
Someone is not happy with how long it's taken us to elaborate on what this game even is. Don't worry, we've told you what it isn't.
Yeah.
That should be enough.
And now allow me to give you even more pointless context, because one of my favourite things about the lead up to us playing this game was that you told me never to look at a single screenshot of it. You were like, Ash, we're going to play a game called The Sniper 2. I will buy it. Do not look at it.
Yes.
I don't want you to know anything about this game.
Yeah, and it went for a swelt 50 pence.
Yeah, you were really upset because you had to pay like £3 on delivery. It was like 6 times the cost of the actual game.
So, I'll be frank with you. This game is a sequel to a game that is just called The Sniper.
Mm-hmm.
But when I discovered this game, or when I looked it up and I bought it, I didn't think it was. I thought that this game was a bootleg that had put a number on the ends to give it more prestige.
Yeah.
Because it's not the only time this has ever happened in gaming. Like, there are shovelware games that have random numbers on the end that don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, there's a game called Anubis 2, which is just a complete reskin of a game called Ninja Bread Man. And like, there is no Anubis 1.
I think there's a studio that were making a sequel to Punch-Out, and it was going to be called Punch-Out 2, and then Nintendo pulled out. So they called it, like, Punch Down, but they called it Punch Down 2.
Oh, really?
Or something like that. Even though it's not called Punch Down, but it's something like that. There's no Punch Down 1.
No, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, for all we know, Street Fighter might as well have never had a first game, considering the way Capcom treats it.
Yeah, the way anyone treats it.
Yeah. But this is an obscure one. It was hard to find stuff on it, because as far as I understand, this, much like games like...
Disaster Day of Crisis,
never came out in North America.
No. We were lucky enough to receive The Sniper 2 in Europe. Not The Sniper 1, which we should clarify, does exist.
It does exist.
In Japan exclusively, where it is called The Sniper.
Yeah.
Which is just fantastic work.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Although, I do tell a lie, because this game is not called The Sniper in Japan.
Oh, yeah?
It is called Simple Series Volume 1, Edition 20, The Sniper, or something like that. Because this, my friend, is a part of a long-lasting legacy that none of you will have ever fucking heard of a game series in Japan called the Simple Series, which were basically a company that was like, we're going to make games that are so cheap, but they fulfill every genre requirement. So we can have the Sniper, the Driver, the Window Cleaner, all these different games, and sell them for like 2,000 yen, which is like $20.
Yeah.
And basically just be like, you can't afford a good game, but you've got us.
We are the bargain bin games. And that's the first I'd ever heard of it until today when you looked it up, because I just thought this was just a standalone, some guy's passion project that he barely got greenlit and somehow made enough money to like get a sequel. And then faded into obscurity. Because this game is probably, relative to its actual quality and like impact on the wider gaming sphere, is perhaps the most proud of itself of any game I've ever played. It is so enamored by its stylings, its accolades that doesn't really exist, that it's so willing to treat itself like sort of prestige television.
Yeah.
Even though It is absolutely not that in any regard. Not in, like, storytelling, not in characterization or performance, and certainly not in pushing the boat out as far as gaming is concerned. If you thought that Silent Hill 2 was the absolute pinnacle of voice acting and storytelling in the medium at this time, well, the following year had The Sniper 2, and I don't know, it's probably got a beat, I'm just saying.
Be,
like,
yeah.
This is just, like, a masterpiece, as we're soon to learn.
I also would like to clarify, for people who might be curious about the Simple series, that Earth Defense Force was a Simple series game.
Oh!
And less amusingly, One Chamara Bikini Vampire Zombie Slayer, or whatever that game is called.
Oh!
Yeah, so that's where those spring from.
The Sniper 2 has interesting bedfellows.
Oh, yeah. We also looked up, like, a list of the Simple series, and there was, like, 500 games on there.
There is!
It was ridiculous.
It really was like the 500 games in one.
100%, but you had to pay $20 for each one.
Every single one.
Do you think there's anyone out there in Japan who has, like, a complete set?
I like to think so. I'd meet them.
Oh yeah, we've got to get that guy over here.
Yeah, like get them on as
fly them out.
Yeah, fly them out using the list's funds. Speaking of which, support us on Patreon for the extended cut of not this episode.
Dude, could you imagine the extended cut of this episode?
Oh, fantastic. Well, we don't really know a whole lot about its development other than this background as quite a cheap game.
I don't think there's a single story that you could tell anyone about the making of this game. It is a pointless endeavor. It's like telling someone about the making of this, like, water ball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no story there.
It just happened.
Yeah.
It's a product.
It's just formed.
And yet, despite that, despite it being part of a uniform set of hundreds of others that were supposed to, like, just make a quick buck, it weirdly sticks with me.
Yeah.
It's not... it's not Legend of K, right? It's not like a game I played a lot as a kid. It's just one that has just... such an audacity to be so shit.
I mean, I think I was reading, I couldn't verify this because it's The Sniper 2. No one's talking about it. But I read somewhere that apparently this was meant to be like a long-running series.
Yeah.
But The Sniper 2 was so famously bad that it didn't even qualify for the Simple series anymore. They were like, this isn't meeting our quality standards.
I mean, you look at the ending to this and The Sniper 1 and it made, yeah, you can see they wanted to make more of these.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't say that this game is up to the standards of Earth Defense Force.
It's funny because Earth Defense Force is kind of a cheap jank game, but at the same time, it is a lot of fun. And they keep making them.
They do. They're still making them right to this day.
Yeah.
There are even Earth Defense Force spin-off series where they have voxels.
Oh my god.
I know, it's crazy out there.
Well, what do you want to tell me about the premise of The Sniper 2?
I don't even fucking know, man. We literally just watched the entire story via the game.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, okay, so there's a sniper. His name is Harry Spencer?
Yes.
And apparently in The Sniper 1, he sniped a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And he had a girlfriend called Claire Anderson who died.
Yes.
And then he found another girl who isn't her, but has her memories.
Yes.
And they escape together and are now on the run.
Yeah.
And that's the lead up going into The Sniper 2 as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're on the run from the mob.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, they tell you all the context for the story through a flashback to the PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah. And also, like, the footage is just of the PS1 game.
Yeah.
So you're just watching footage of the PS1 game.
Yeah.
Telling you what happens in it.
It's in grayscale.
Yeah.
And everything.
There's, like, an incredibly garbage, like, CRT TV flicker effect over it.
Yeah.
Where there's just a single white line that just moves across the screen. It's incredible stuff.
And it is like, it's quite shortly after playing through all those sequences that they then show you an FMV PlayStation 2 cutscene.
The only FMV in the game.
As far as I'm aware, maybe there's like a secret ending with one or something. But, like, it looks worse than the PS1 version.
Yeah, it's some really uncomfortable looking CGI.
Yeah, it really is. Like, everyone's eyes look so piercing.
Yeah.
Well, despite the fact all their flesh looks like it's made of clay.
And they're like sitting in like the world's widest car.
It looks like Lady Penelope's car from Thunderbird. It's like a pink Chevrolet or Chrysler or something with like pointy bits at the back.
Yeah.
And they drive by a random guy whose car's broken down who's waving his hands, and they just drive by and CA as she is called,
yeah.
because Harry just can't bring himself to call her Claire. just says, like, why didn't you stop for him? And he just goes, like, well, we're on the run. Like, we're not going to pick up random hitchhikers.
And she's like, I guess being on the run has changed you, Harry.
So then they stop the car, the guy gets in, and he introduces himself as Stanley Jones, who is the most archetypical comic relief Eddie Murphy character anyone has ever seen in any story. And I'm pretty convinced the voice actor is not black.
No, because he voices a different character.
He does,
and like character who's white.
This guy just sounds like he's doing like a kind of tasteless impression of someone of another ethnicity. I'm just really on a roll of like picking out games that have weirdly racist accents in them, aren't I? Between this, Legend of K, Lost Planet 2. I'm not helping myself here.
Sorry, Connor, I'm afraid to announce that you've become problematic.
Oh, fuck. Well, alright, I leave the list goes on show to you in the will.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you have to do this all by yourself now.
Oh.
Well, you get to talk about Fatal Frame as much as you want.
I don't want to do that. 2 hours and 20 minutes was enough, thank you very much.
So, Stanley introduces himself, and the other's just like, alright. And then someone's stomach growls, and then Stanley's like, I'm getting hungry myself. And
I know a great chicken place nearby, and let's go and drive to it.
And they laugh, it fades to black, it goes to the in-game graphics. Which
they're like driving through like the New Mexico desert or something like that.
Yeah. And then they reach what I'm pretty sure is San Francisco or San Diego or whatever. But either way, you go to this like burger van that's inside of a giant courtyard of nothingness.
With like warehouses and like these big product containers and things like that.
Yeah. And you go and get, and so Stanley, CA, I'm acting like Stanley's the main character. Harry, CA, and Stanley go to get their chicken special. And then they are all of a sudden attacked by people in suits.
Well, you're missing out on some really good important details here, Connor. First things first, they get passed by Dante from Devil May Cry. And Harry's like, that guy, he has the smell of a killer.
Yeah, his name is Gabriel.
Gabriel,
I'm pretty sure.
And then they also go to order their chicken special from the proprietor of this restaurant, who was a woman wearing a very smart business suit.
Yeah. Then they're all of a sudden attacked. Bullets just start flying.
Yeah.
Everyone takes cover, and between every shot, characters just move from different bits of the scenery without any, like, fanfare or animation.
There's no, like,
choreographed? Choreography
to it.
Yeah.
God, how embarrassing.
Listen, you just had to endure this entire game in one sitting.
I did,
I don't blame you for...
All 45 minutes of it.
And then, at which point... Bearing in mind, we don't really know anything about these people at this point in time. The lady at the burger van just throws Harry a sniper rifle. And Stanley says, like, do you know how to shoot that thing? And Harry, probably flashbacking in his head to the entire last game, is like, I think I do.
He says something really weird, though.
He says something like, I've got a good idea, or something.
Yeah, he says, I readily understand, or something like that. Yeah, it's a really awkward translation.
But then at which point... the actual gameplay segment of the story starts.
Yeah, and why didn't you tell me about the gameplay of the Sniper 2, Connor?
Right, so the gameplay of the Sniper 2. The Sniper 2 is divided into different stages, 11 in total.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even start a stage, you have to decide a time of day to take the level in, and a starting point to snipe from.
Yeah.
Like a different vantage point. Sometimes they will give you no option of these. But you'll always have at least one for one, which can affect some missions. It definitely doesn't affect this fucking opening one.
More often than not, the two spots are slightly to the left, slightly to the right.
Yeah.
And that's like the full extent of it.
And once you actually get into the game, you're always looking over an enormous, borderline empty sort of like canvas space.
Yeah.
Looking for a tiny dude.
Yeah.
And in this case, this tiny dude is trying to shoot at CA, who's taking cover behind a dumpster. And you just shoot him once. And you hit him, the guy goes blah really loudly, and then the game stutters for a bit. You get this sick like shot of your bullet going through him, and it plays this stanky jazz, and the fucking camera slowly pans around him as it shows like the red laser of your sniper rifle on him.
It is much akin to these sequences from Sniper Elite when you shoot a guy and it gives you the cool kill cam, but with a budget of around $17.
Yeah, so the music that you will hear either at the beginning or the end of this episode, I've yet to really decide.
And I'm sure Connor will be playing it quietly throughout the entire show.
Quietly through the show is what fucking blasts over this scene, and it gives you a tiny grade where it's like, grade A minus.
And just so you know, when me and Connor got married, that was the song we first danced to. It was beautiful.
We did not get married.
We got married in the Sniper 2.
Do not spread this misinformation. People think this is real. Fucking God.
I gotta get that lore going, man. Gotta keep people guessing.
We're spinning a fiction. There's an ARG tied to this. Scan the QR code on screen right now.
Listen, whenever we're doing The List Goes On, you're not really listening to the voice of the real Ash. You're listening to the voice of Ash, the character that I play on the show.
Oh, I see.
I actually hate video games.
Oh, really? You've endured a lot to be part of this character.
Yeah.
It's really good method acting on your part.
100% method acting.
Yeah. You do that a few times.
Because that's the thing. No stage can have you shoot more than one guy at once. No. So even though there are 3 guys in this mission, or in this like part of the story, the shooting of each of the 3 guys has to be a different stage.
Yes, it is. It basically just interrupts this one like normal level, I suppose.
In a normal game, you would shoot those 3 guys.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you shoot this guy here, and then you pan over to another guy, and you pan over to another guy. No. You have to start a whole new setup.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
For each
Choose a new starting point.
Of these 3 stages.
Will it be noon or night?
Yeah. Noon, night, morning. You got different times of day to choose.
Yeah.
Day and night cycle, baby. It really feels like whenever you play Game Dev Tycoon, and you have to add features to your engine to get people to like it more and buy it more. Day and night cycle is something that you can research and add to games just as a block of something.
Opening, ending credits.
Yeah, opening, ending credits. Sound.
Which love a good sound.
Yeah, and this game certainly has that. But after warding off these 3 attackers, Dante comes back, throws a grenade at CA, who just goes, no!
He doesn't throw the grenade. There's a guy on the ground who shoots out of his gun.
Oh, yeah, right. There's a guy on the ground. He throws his fucking grenade, and it starts making this, orb-shaped blast.
You're in Photoshop and you're using the expand tool or something.
Yeah.
Or you're making a kill orb in Halo Reach Forge mode.
So CA's standing in the middle of this lifeless desert zone while this explosion's happening right next to her and she's not moving, and Harry shoots the guy, and then it turns out the grenade was a smoke grenade.
Yeah.
And
but not just any old smoke, Connor.
It's a biological weapon.
It's the Tackle-McCann.
Yes, it developed, which we'll get to on what that is in a moment.
We also forgot about the bit when it cuts back to the owner of the restaurant who's just holding an AK-47 blasting at the guys.
She's got a fucking M16.
Yeah.
It's incredible. She looks like Aerith from Final Fantasy. About as low poly as well. And Dante fucking walks off with CA through the smoke. And then it's up to you, Stanley and Abby, to go and find CA and shoot a bunch of guys.
Abby being the woman who runs the restaurant, who is also a member of the CIA.
Yeah. Stanley knows her.
Well, that's the thing. We can only speculate on that, because when it cuts to the next stage, they're just in a building.
Yeah.
They're just there, and they just like, all right, you're in the CIA now. And it's like, okay, am I?
Yeah. And then the credits roll.
Yeah, beat the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Connor, that was good. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it was a good 30 minutes. And then, well, less than that even, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And then, we were just like, okay, brilliant. Well, we're done with the Sniper 2. We can knock that one off the list. And then the intro played again. And we were like,
It's a great intro as well.
It's honestly. A great intro. Yeah. It actually is the only thing in this game that has any semblance of
style,
looking good.
Yeah.
Or even if it looks like it was made out of the preset settings in a random video editor.
It's a bunch of stock photos of New York that have been coloured yellow while the credits come up.
I really was wondering if we should have made the art for this episode look like that, but I think that would have oversold this game. You know,
we need to make it look as sloppy as it is. Yeah.
I think we had quite a few ideas on what to do with this, and we were kind of no, we need to make sure this captures what this game actually is. We can't Sophie's done probably an incredible job with this art, but we couldn't have really given too much leniency on this. It had to look really basic.
So what's fun about this part of the show is that if it was our object to simply tell you what it is you do in this game and then stop, we would be done.
Yeah.
This is all the game is.
Yeah.
It's, you're on a building, you shoot one guy, it goes, the music plays.
Yeah.
And that's the entire game for 11 stages.
Yeah, bada bing, you're done. But there is a story to this game
100%.
that we're gonna need to tell you about. I mean, if that music isn't enough of an indicator of what quality level we're dealing with here, besides, you know, what we've also said, then we got to go into the visuals, we got to go into the controls, we got to go into just every stage here, because this is a lot.
Then where will we start?
Let's start with the box art, shall we? Because this is I know it's a favourite of yours to talk about.
So, the only thing I had seen of this game before we started playing it was the box art. And I think I just presumed this was like a B-tier game made by IO Interactive for the PS2 that no one cares about. Because that's the vibe the box art gives me.
Yeah.
Like, nothing on that box art looks like anything in the Sniper 2.
No, it really doesn't. It's really trying to oversell the game as something stylish and slick.
Yeah.
But even looking at this right now, this looks like something I would have done in a media studies class when I was 14. Which actually, we did. When we were 14, we were in the same class for media studies, and one of our projects was that we had to create box art for a game concept.
Yeah.
And this legitimately looks like it could have been made by one of our classmates.
What's great about it is that you made Disaster Day of Crisis.
I did! And you made... I
made Insomnia.
Yeah, which is just amnesia.
Yeah. But a different ailment.
Hey, now, my name was called Agoraphobia.
Damn.
Which was a stupid name because it implied it was a horror game.
But it was not.
It was not.
It was Disaster Day of Crisis. I also like how the back of the box art looks like the same tool they used to make the Rule of Rose one.
Yes, it does. Like, most
bubbles.
of all the screenshots are just in these little bubbles, but admittedly, they do have little reticles to look like a scope.
Ooh.
So there's something stylistic. They also have this sweet clip art of a gun. That really has just made me think about all the ways you could have actually made a fleshed out version of this game.
Isn't that just Sniper Elite?
Well, I guess so, yeah. But Sniper Elite is like a third-person shooter. Like, there's shooting in between of your, like, hitting targets with a gun.
Sure, yeah. It's not entirely dedicated to the craft of sniping.
Yeah, this is closer to the DNA of Sniper Ghost Warrior, to be fair.
The Sniper 2 is a purer sniping experience as compared to Sniper Elite.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, this is all about the sniping. You don't kill anyone else other than your targets, and the briefcase, and some security cameras, and a car's wheel.
And the weak point.
And the weak point.
Of the launch machine.
Yeah. Actually, you maybe, like, half of your targets in this game are actual people.
Mostly you're shooting robots.
Mostly you are just shooting CIA machinery. I also want to note about this game that, despite being a PlayStation 2 game,
comes on a CD!
Released in 2002... Another reason for it to be the 22nd game. Yeah, it's a CD.
Yeah. To be fair, a lot of PS2 games came on CDs.
That is true, early ones especially.
I think Ico came on a CD, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
That's another, like, quite early one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So, as a result, whenever this game looks like it should have just been a PlayStation 1 game, because there's so many times it does, you can see why.
Yeah,
because it would have fucking fit on a CD on the PlayStation 1.
Well, do you think when they were, like, making the Sniper 2, did they, like, redo Harry's character model from scratch, or did they just up-res his PS1 model?
I don't know. I would have assumed they'd have to do it again from scratch, just because I think of the general way 3D modeling works. But this game is an enigma. For all I know, they might have cut corners on it.
Didn't come with a making of the Sniper 2 DVD, so...
I frankly think that the model of him in the PlayStation 1 version is more endearing.
Yeah, it is kind of cute.
You know? Like, there's stuff happening in that game. Or maybe they've only just shown, like, the highlights, basically.
Yeah, we should start glazing the Sniper 1 and pretending like it's some really incredible game that they ruined in the Sniper 2.
It's incredible.
They really dropped the ball for Sniper 1 to Sniper 2.
No, they really did. They really did. It's honestly one of the worst
They
sequels.
cut the overworld.
Yeah. Probably the worst sequel I've played since Silent Hill 2, honestly.
Oh, oh no.
Let's talk about the controls for this game, shall we?
Sure.
So, this is technically a first-person game.
Mm-hmm. Technically, it is.
It is.
There's no technically about it.
Yeah. Before you actually get into the shooting, you are coming at it from a first-person perspective of Harry himself, with a very tiny box of an environment to move around him to get to your vantage point.
Well, for like the first 4 missions, you can't even move.
No, you can't. You're just kind of stuck in one place, like just to shoot, really.
Although maybe we could have moved during those missions, but the buttons to move, Connor, not the analog stick, only the D-pad.
Only the D-pad. That's the only way that you can move. However, when you actually activate the sniper scope by pressing square, you can move the scope and your vision with the right stick.
Yeah, and you didn't know that for like half of the game. So I told you that, and you just yelled, "I'm not a chess piece, I'm a man." And I was like, okay.
Well, that's because I felt like I was a fucking castle having to just go binary left, right, up, down the whole fucking time. It turns out I had a whole reign of movement. That was when I truly became the Sniper 2, more than a chess piece, more than a pawn, is all I'm saying. And is Harry a pawn in this overarching story? I don't know. We haven't really gotten to it yet.
No.
But yeah.
Also, when we do get to it, we're not quite sure.
We really don't know. But basically, in order to like zoom in and out, you only really have like 3 modes of zoom. Yeah. You have to press X and circle.
They're really excited about the 3 modes of zoom. It's one of the features on the back of the box.
Oh, yeah.
They're like 3 levels of magnification. Yeah. Like, whoa.
And you can look up and down with the, the D-pad and the stick as well. But you can also use L1 and L2 to look up and down.
Well, I think it's because when you're in the movement mode, left and right turn you, up and right go down. So the only way to look up and down in that mode is L1 and L2.
Yeah. But I will give the Sniper 2 some credit. Shooting is R2, which is perhaps the most modernized part of this control scheme. The most standardized, like, universal to our current time.
We gotta get someone in Japan to tell us if the Japanese version is R2 to shoot, or if they changed it when they localized it.
Maybe, yeah. Because the thing is that the way this game controls and looks and feels, I really just had it ingrained in my head of, this is totally a game where you press X to shoot.
It may sound weird, but I knew what you meant.
Yeah, because there would be times where I would go to hit my target and I would just press X and I'd be like, oh wait, fuck.
I zoomed.
Or I would be moving around and I'd go to activate the scope and instinctively think, well, it can't be a face button. That would be too reasonable. Let's make it the fucking R2. And I'd press that and waste a bullet.
I think my issue with the controls is that my brain wouldn't accept that square was the button to bring up the rifle. So I'd be like, where'd my rifle go? Because I was mashing square to zoom for some godforsaken reason.
No, yeah. It just discombobulates you in a really weird way.
No game controls like the Sniper 2.
No game really does control like the Sniper 2.
Apart from maybe the Sniper 1.
And we haven't played that.
No.
I will say, as far as the actual gameplay is concerned, because I mentioned before about the vantage points and the time of day and that kind of thing. In some missions, the time of day will affect where your target is on the map at that point in time.
Yeah.
As well as different bits of scenery and NPCs and that kind of thing. Which feels the most like they had an idea and they were trying to flesh it out. In most cases, no. I think there is one mission, I think the worst mission in the game, where you know exactly where your target is at night, but it's really fucking hard to find them in the morning, so I don't even know why they bother giving you that option, unless you just want, to challenge yourself, I guess, to the world's worst game of Where's Waldo.
Maybe the people will come out of the woodwork to be like, no, actually on stage 5, point B is the optimal point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, man. Whatever you say.
Are there speedruns of this game? Are there people optimizing it? Who got AAA grade?
On every mission. Not the Ds that we were getting every time.
We were getting A- most of the time.
Not on the second half. First half, maybe, but...
The second half, we were doing okay. It was just those last 2 missions. We just bungled it.
Yeah.
In any case, what often happens is that for some reason Harry is given 2 bullets.
It's basically like you have to do this goal with the minimum number of bullets that is required to do it.
Yeah, basically. I'm pretty sure you will get 1 bullet sometimes, and you might be thinking, ooh, 1 bullet, that's all it takes. It's like Harry's been a real badass. He's been like, that's all I'm gonna need. He doesn't sound like that, by the way. He sounds exactly like the most milquetoast American VA that you've ever heard from a 2002 video game.
Yeah.
John Schwab? He's
John
credited
Schwab.
as...
Where my John Schwab heads at?
Where's John Schwab at?
Where my Schwabers at?
We're officially part of the John Schwab fan club. You know?
Yeah. Meetings are on Fridays. Be there.
Be there or be square. But that will mean that you will be just going into your mission and you'll accidentally fire your shot. And then you have to go through the game over screen and you have to try again.
The briefing again.
Choose
your point.
Choose your point and all that shit. And it's just I know that we live in a modern age where it's easy to accuse us of being brain rotted and ADHD riddled, but it genuinely feels like forever.
Yeah.
It's not even that long in practice. Like, I've played some PlayStation 1 games where, like, the load times are so ridiculous to do something basic, like Blood Omen, but it just makes you feel like so much longer because of the weird theatrics of this game's presentation.
I think it's also because, like, this game is, like, I guess an hour and a half long. Maybe less than that if you're better at it than we are. So the fact that, like, so much of it is dedicated to reading the fucking briefings and going through all the stupid credits and things like that. Like, it's like you take your one shot and it's like, okay, now wait another 2 minutes to get back to this point to try again.
We have to stress, viewers, besides the first 3 stages, every time you go through a stage, you shoot a guy, you have your little cutscene at the end, it will play the entire credits, and then it will play the entire intro again. Because this game wants to be a television show.
But it wants you to be watching episodes of TV where all that happens is you shoot a single guy and then they go home, that's it.
Yeah! The world's... It takes me back to, like, BBC serials from the 60s where, like, you could make a stop-motion cartoon that's 5 minutes long and, like, that's all you need.
Yeah, put it on, man.
And now people will huddle around the TV for that.
Like, after this thing is broadcast, it's never going to be seen again, so...
Exactly.
Do whatever you like.
I legitimately think, like, this is probably the only game I have played where the intro and outro credits take up a chunk of the pie chart of game time.
100%,
Like, in every other game, that would be a total footnote. Editing Thunder here, and I've done the math on this. So, the intro to The Sniper 2 takes up 1 minute and 9 seconds in total and plays 9 times throughout the game, whereas the outro credits take up 1 minute and 44 seconds and also play 9 times throughout the game, which added up equates to 25 minutes and 57 seconds of intro and outro credits. The average playtime for The Sniper 2, based on not only our experience but also average information online, is about an hour and a half. Although there are playthroughs on YouTube that don't skip these intro and outro credits that are about 1 hour and 9 minutes. So that means that the opening and the credits take up anywhere between 25 to 37% of the game's total playtime. If you don't skip these, that is a third of the game that is just crediting itself!
Well, I think I was watching a playthrough of the game earlier, and it was 45 minutes long, and the guy was like, yeah, I think I played this game for like 10 minutes of that. The rest of it was cutscenes and credits and all this stupid fluff around the actual sniping.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's where the bulk of this is.
Because the game has 11 stages. The stage with the longest timer is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So no level is shorter than 3 minutes. So like, 11 times 3, it's 33 minutes.
33 minutes.
That's your maximum.
Yeah.
And then most levels are much shorter than that.
Oh, some of them you get like half of a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
To do a stage. And I'll give you this, viewers. I'll give you where this game might have had a vision once. This game strikes me as one that did have a vision in some capacity.
100%, yeah.
The vision is, you've got a very limited amount of time. You've got one bullet. You've been given a very specific target. You're looking down at a city. There's numerous people about. You've been given your black and white photograph of your target, but honestly, this guy could really be anyone. You've got to have a keen eye, you've got to be patient, you've got to stay cool and calm and collected, and you've got to make sure that you time it just right to save the world. And that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
And it never feels that way.
No.
You either feel like you are wasting whatever bullets you've been given to try and just, like, get the timing right. The reticule sway, and, the hitboxes are incredibly small on a lot of targets.
Also, the controller is rumbling in time to your heartbeat.
It is, and
it's this really sharp, uncomfortable rumble that kind of distracts you.
Yeah, on the DualShock 2. And that's another thing that makes me think, oh, this game had vision. They put the heartbeat idea into that. This feels like a game jam project that someone, cranked out in over a week to try and, win a competition.
Yeah.
Where there would have been vision in here. But, knowing that it was made as part of the classic series?
The simple Shimpuru series.
Where it's just made to get something out real quick. It's like knowing this is just like an Action 52 game, basically.
Yeah.
It makes me think, I'm a little more disappointed in that. And, I think most stages, it really is just oh, there's the guy, bam, he's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
There are others where the difficulty is way higher, and this game's controls just become infinitely more frustrating.
I don't know. I think the game is so simple that to say it doesn't control well, like, I think it controls fine enough for what it is. I think it's more that the objectives that some of the controls task you with are difficult. But I don't think the game controls badly. Like, that sniping reticle sure does move.
I mean, I guess so, but it's just the button placement and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it doesn't feel fluid. Maybe I've been playing too many PC games that, like, precise aiming on a joystick, it doesn't work with me anymore. But I don't know, I just don't get along with this as an actual game. I think this is, shock horror, a low-quality product.
I agree, but I think the controls are fine enough.
Right.
I think the sniping is decent-ish, so...
I mean, I do want to comment on, like, the menus,
Yeah.
I think, a little bit.
Menus are okay.
The menus are fine. They are, again, incredibly basic.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, the starting menu says the Sniper 2, and then the menu to actually start the story mode just says Sniper 2.
Sniper 2, yeah. Which is confusing, because we confirmed that the Japanese title has the in it.
Yeah, so what was up with that? Is it like a Persona 4 The Golden thing? Or Persona 5 The Royal? They had
The
to take
Royal,
the
yeah.
the out?
Persona 3 The Reload.
I also really like that opening screen where it says hard-boiled shooting game, The Sniper 2, Hearts of a Heavy Rain.
Well, that's the Sniper 1.
Oh, is that
That's
the
what
Sniper
comes
1?
up when it starts doing the recap of Sniper 1.
Ah,
I also think one of the companies involved in this game is called Best Media. Which is,
well, they weren't really bringing that
No,
here, were
yeah.
they?
wasn't living up to that name, unfortunately.
Well, what would you think of the levels by comparison? Or is that should we just go into the story and just level by level, story by story, do the rest of this?
Is there nothing more to say about the visuals?
Oh, no, we can go into the visuals before we get into this. So, I have bombarded this game with criticism for its visuals.
Well deserved.
Yeah, because genuinely, like, this game does look like it should have just been on the PlayStation 1 again.
Yeah.
And I bet the entire reason it isn't is just the timing of when it came out. I bet they were just like, well, the PlayStation 2 is out, it's the biggest thing on planet Earth, we might as well make anything for this system to get our money back.
Yeah, it's kind of amusing because, like we said, at the start of the game, you get those screenshots or those videos of the PS1 version, and it really doesn't look that much worse than what you're playing on your PS2. Like, all the improvements are just like the resolution is higher.
Yeah.
And that's basically kind of it.
And I think that makes it more distracting,
Yeah,
if I'm being
yeah.
frank. Like, as I said before, the character models feel very clay-like and kind of blobby. And
yeah.
they- like,
Yeah.
Gabriel Armitage, who's the guy who looks like Dante from DMC5, he looks like he's got like a wiggly piece of beef jerky on his shirt rather than a tie. And all the environments, like the cities are just cubes, like cubes of skyscrapers and really like low poly, like trees and cars and everything.
Harry Spencer looks like he's wearing like a mop on his head that's got like no texture to it.
Yeah,
Just these spikes coming off of him.
I'm really like punching down on a fucking game that had no chance here, but like,
Oh yeah, but I don't think the developers of Sniper 2 were like, you're attacking our masterpiece. Like, I think they know what they were doing.
That's fair. I mean, look, this is the same year as Tulip that has so much love poured into it.
Yeah.
And this is like absolutely not a game of that caliber. Like, none of the environments feel like they were created with any sense of intimacy. They were made to just fill a role. Like, oh, this is a level that's a cafe and you've got to like hit a target in a cafe. Here's some fucking chairs, dumbass.
Yeah. Some little umbrellas.
It is not the best that the PlayStation 2 could do in any regard.
It's not really the best that the PS1 could do, if I'm being frank with you.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, it might look a little bit better than Silent Hill 2. Who knows?
Well, Silent Hill 2's only got like 4 levels. This has got 11. So.
That's true. I mean, could you imagine if James killed one lying figure and then it played a sick cutscene and then you had to go to the next level and kill another lying figure?
A- on that one.
Yeah. Good job on that one, James.
It's like if James killed that lying figure at the very start of the game when you kill your first monster, and then the game just cut to him in the apartment.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did what?
Yeah, no, it really does just jump ahead. It's just like, okay, just get on with the story. Next stage, go for it. Come on, chop. And I think with that, maybe we do need to chop onto that story, eh?
Well, we've already given you the first 3 stages. which was shooting those 3 guys and seeing CA get kidnapped, which is 1/4 of the entire game. If it's stage 3 out of 11.
That's the thing, that in hindsight, playing the credits there is kind of like a weird case of like, oh yeah, that is 1/4 of the game done.
Yeah.
It's a long enough portion of this game that you could plausibly think to yourself, oh, this game really is that short and we're done.
Yeah. Like, come back for the Sniper 3.
Come back for the Sniper 3. I think it makes it even more shocking when you shoot one guy the following mission and get the credits again.
Yeah.
And you're like, hang on a minute. That was like chapter 2 or something?
To be fair, that is like the structure of modern TV shows, right? Where like everything happens in the very start and the very end, and there's a bunch of fucking around in the middle.
Yeah. Although this game doesn't have a whole lot of fucking around.
No, this game's going right for the jugular.
Yeah, this game is all about its carefully woven narrative.
Uh-huh.
And the action.
Okay, so once you've established that CA has been kidnapped and you have now joined the CIA, the basic setup is that you have been infected with a disease called Tackle McCann, which is like, it's like a nerve agent that like destroys your body like a nuclear bomb, but it has none of the adverse side effects of a nuke on the environment.
Yes.
So it's like, you have the plot disease that will kill you unless you work with us, the CIA, on killing these guys. And the whole involvement is that, like, Gabriel is also an enemy of the Mafia. So Abby, runner of a chicken special restaurant and in the CIA, explains to you that by killing the Mafia, you will eventually find Gabriel just by chance.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And also he has the antidote to Temacalane.
The practicalities of a weapon like that are awful. Like, we were talking about Resident Evil, like, monsters as bioweapons is, like, kind of stupid. This is, like, what do you gain by getting your target killed 10 days from now? From a biological nerve agent? Like, why would you need to time something that specifically? Why would you not just want to, like, deploy something that would kill them now?
Yeah. But the kicker is that the younger you are, the more quickly it works. So young CA has got less time to lose than you do.
Oh, so the clock is really ticking.
So off you go on your first little mission to take down the mafioso.
Yeah, well, there's apparently an arms deal that's about to happen. Like, an arms dealer...
And the operative word there is apparently.
Apparently, yeah. An arms dealer is apparently going to meet up with the mob to exchange a sort of arms deal for Tackle McCann.
Yeah.
So we need to take down the arms dealer before he can do the deal. Where's the deal happening? I don't know.
New York City.
In New York City. And he's literally just walking down the street, and you just have to, like, try and find him and be like, where is this white-suited man among a bunch of people who all have white tops? And I guess part of the challenge is which one's the real guy.
Yeah.
But
it's like Digital Where's Wally.
It is like Digital Where's Wally, only you kill Wally. And
who's committing an arms deal.
Yeah, and if you waste your bullet and you don't successfully kill Wally, then you have to go through a bunch of shitty menus and then start from the beginning again. And it just...
It's dreadful.
It really is.
Also, I want to make clear that Stanley is along for the ride on this one.
Well, look, Stanley knows too much. That's my rationale for Stanley being around. Like, Stanley introduced himself like, I'm a mechanic, I know machines, I guess, even though he couldn't fix his car.
Well, he's like, now I know who those people who, like, what's the example he gives? Oh, doctors who don't look after themselves. I know how they feel.
Yeah.
But, like, you say that, but, like, it's not just that Stanley is there. He's also giving you briefings.
Yeah. Like, he seems to know more than he lets on.
Yeah,
like, it's like, why... You're the funny mechanic man. You don't do mechanic things. No. You might as well be Abby. But yeah, you basically kill this arms dealer guy, and it shows the cutscene of, like, you know, Harry gets his gun up, and it's like, nice going, you stop the arms deal. And then it cuts to Gabriel, who is presumably on a different building with a gun of his own, being like, huh? And then the credits roll.
That's that.
And
that was episode 4 of the Sniper 2.
Yeah, so just to pad out the runtime, viewers, every time a stage ends and it should play the credits in game, we're going to play the entire credits.
Yeah, you get to enjoy that.
Yeah. So that's what you're listening to right now. I've recreated what the outro for the Sniper 2 kind of looks like in this context. It looks a lot like the In Water ending, but with a slightly more upbeat connotation. You know,
it looks like the ending of Persona 3.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Remember, Harry, one day you will die of nerve agent poisoning 10 days from now.
You also keep getting, like, weird, like, text scrolls.
Yes, you do.
Where Harry's like, is war just a function of survival of the fittest? I'm going to find out by sniping 20 guys.
Yeah. Characters have their own inner monologues on each of these missions. We also didn't elaborate that each of these, like, chapters have their own title. So So stages 1 to 3 are called Blood Red Dusk. This one where you just shoot a random arms dealer is just called A Man Looking for Trouble.
Yeah.
Now, who the man is up to your interpretation. That's the artistry to this story. Like, is Harry looking for trouble? Is Gabriel looking for trouble? Or is it the arms dealer who is dead for that punishment?
Killed
for
forever.
that hubris.
Yeah.
But the next chapter is called A Dangerous Exchange.
Which is more appropriate.
And as you say with those opening monologues, Harry says something like, I tried writing this down as he was saying it. He says, "What can you see beyond the darkness? Survival of the fittest is said to be the law of nature." And, like, all of this stuff while he's just sitting in, like, an office building with Stanley on, like, a fucking glass table drinking coffee.
That's the thing. This is also the point where Abby just disappears from the story.
Yeah!
Like, she's just gone forever.
She just establishes, like, I'm gonna be the debriefing woman, and then she just, like, Stanley becomes your briefing guy from now on.
Well, there's a bit during this mission where Stanley just randomly says, I can't get in touch with Abby. And then that's the end for her.
Do you think Abby just dies of the nerve agent?
She might be in the true ending that we didn't get.
Oh, maybe, yeah. This is going to be the first This Goes On episode where we will not be able to tell you about the actual proper ending to this game.
No, we got our ending.
Yeah.
And that's the ending that I want to talk about.
It's the most appropriate ending for this game.
But anyway, stage 5, Connor, A Dangerous Exchange. What is the mission on this one? Debrief us on this.
So you need to shoot a briefcase full of piss.
It's true. He's not wrong, fellas.
Basically, now the mob are still doing an exchange of tackle McCann.
Yeah.
And the briefcase that has the tackle McCann in it has some kind of magical force field around it?
No, so it's linked to the heartbeat of the person holding it.
Okay.
So if you kill the person holding it, the Tamacalane will explode.
Okay.
So you have to shoot it. Because they exchange it, but they don't pass it to each other. One guy just puts it on the floor.
Right.
And then you've got to shoot it while it's on the floor so it's not touching anyone.
Yeah, they describe it as, like, you have to do it when it exchanges hands. And I really thought it was going to be a really tight, like, two guys are next to one another. You will see them swapping the briefcases. Yeah. Make sure you're shooting through the briefcase in order to get to it.
But no.
No, it is not. It is when it is on the ground, which with the heartbeat thing makes significantly more sense.
Yeah.
Because I legitimately spent this whole time thinking it was like an electromagnetic field that protects it from bullets. That's activated when someone is holding it.
Yeah.
Which it might as well be.
Functionally
speaking.
And then you shoot it, and all the wheeze out.
Yeah, it's a yellow liquid that pools out everywhere, and no one really panics. Just the guy who was going to pick it up just, like, kneels down and goes, oh, dang it. I think actually Abby is still in the plot for this one because she is giving you the briefing for this mission.
Yeah. And
she says, like, during the last few seconds when you have to shoot it, we're all counting on you. Like, something like that.
Yeah,
like,
you have to save the world.
You have to save the world. She says something to that effect.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like this game, like, could have been something. Where No.
You really believe in the potential of the Sniper 2.
You can make a better sniper game than this.
No. It cannot be done.
No,
it is folly.
It's like artificially raising the stakes where I'm almost like, ooh, I'm kind of getting into this in a slightly ironic way.
No, I can appreciate that, like, the premise of this game is beyond what you would get in a usual sniping game. Because in Sniper Elite 2, a game I've never played, I presume you're just sniping Nazis all day.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas this game is like, you must snipe the briefcase containing the nerve agent at this precise moment.
Yeah,
there's a goofiness to it that's kind of endearing.
Yeah, it's trying to be like a conspiracy, kind of like spy thriller where you're playing as a sniper, but it does not live up to that.
But then, like, it cuts to Harry walking through this park, and then suddenly he turns around and one of the guys from the exchanges is dead on the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like, my God, the CIA... they're willing to kill people for this.
Yeah.
And it's like, Harry, you just shot a guy like 2 minutes ago. Like, why is this the line for you?
Yeah. I think the implication is the CIA just shot one of their own guys. Because I think it was someone from the CIA exchanging the briefcase to the mob. Or vice versa, actually.
I did not get that at all.
No, I think that's what is happening. I'm pretty sure... Because they end up revealing, like, around this point in the plot after this mission, that actually the CIA are behind Tackle McCann.
Yeah, but I didn't think there was an implication that the people exchanging it was from the CIA.
Do you think it was that the CIA shot the mobsters to keep them quiet?
Yeah, that's what I thought he was getting mad about.
Ah, okay. Honestly, no one can argue against us on this. No
Also,
one else
like-
has played the Sniper 2.
I would argue with you that, like, I guess they say that the CIA is involved, but it's so unclear. Like, it's so poorly explained that I could go either way on that.
Editing Thunder just chiming in again. So, Ash was right. The target was a member of the Mafia that the CIA shot, but there's something about this cutscene that we missed that I find really funny. So, before this happens, Harry gets a phone call from CA where she just says, "Hey Harry, I'm fine, please be careful," and hangs up. That's not even really hyperbole, that's effectively how it goes. She doesn't say what to be careful about, just be careful. And the cityscape is completely empty and entirely silent. So when this guy gets shot, you don't hear it via a gunshot. You hear a single woman's scream, where then Harry looks over and the camera cuts to the guy lying dead on the ground, and then cuts back to Harry, who then immediately picks up his phone again, asks Abby what's going on, and she says, "I don't know, I guess there's infighting from the mob," and Harry just looks up at the camera and says, "Well, that suits you perfectly, doesn't it?" And that's the last we ever hear of Abby. And the credits roll. But the next mission is called Downtown Blues. And the inner monologue for this mission is
Stanley,
it's Stanley's,
right?
yeah. Where he says that he has never told a lie in his life. Meaning Stanley is like the purest being, the purest angel.
Yeah.
And really, I'm just on board with that.
I'm going to become a middle school English teacher, so I can get kids to analyze Stanley's speech from Briefing 6.
If I was a middle schooler and I had played the Sniper 2, that's what I would have done.
Yeah,
I would have analysed the character of Stanley Jones, and how he just revolutionised gaming.
100%.
Revolutionised
100%.
storytelling. So this mission... The premise for this one's really funny, and Stanley, at this point, Stanley is just the one giving you the fucking briefings.
Because it's not like you have like a confrontation with Abby where you call her out for all these crimes the CIA is doing.
Yeah.
She just vamooses. She's just gone now.
She's just gone.
Yeah.
I just presume the nerve agent killed her. I don't fucking
yeah,
know.
sure.
But Stanley basically says, like, okay, so we need to go after this crime family. There's this guy called, like, Mad Dog McCree or some shit.
Yeah.
And he's, like, a big stabby murder man.
They're like the Aldanis or something like that?
The Boldaris or something? Yeah. The Baldies Basics?
The Bulgarians? I don't know.
The Bulgarians, yeah. So Stanley says, like, okay, this guy, Mad Dog, he's inside of this club, right? And Harry's like, I'm a sniper, I can't do anything inside of a club. And Stanley's like, don't worry. We'll get him out of the club by shooting the skylight, which will cause an alarm so everyone will leave the club.
Yeah.
And Harry goes, well, hang on a minute. Won't a bunch of falling, shattering glass impale a bunch of people and, like, kill them? And then Stanley goes, oh, no, don't worry. The dance floor is on the basement. So no one will get hurt, but they will all run out of the building. It's like, why would they feel like they'd need to leave if the skylight broke? Like, okay, sure. So... you basically you get 2 bullets, one to shoot the skylight, and then one you've got to keep trained on the entrance to the club, where you've got to wait until various people rush out until...
like 7 identical looking people run out.
Yeah. And honestly, the guy that you hit, when you hit him, I was like, oh, that can't be him, and it was.
And then suddenly it started playing the music, and I was like, speak to the fucking hand, my friend.
Yeah.
I just got us a B- on that one.
Yeah, that was where our, like, streak of getting A's on everything just faltered.
Which, honestly, like, is one of those missions where it makes me realize that I don't understand the Sniper 2 ranking system at all.
Yeah.
Because there were some missions where we, like, shot the guy right in the head within 5 seconds, C-.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, what was I supposed to be doing then?
I know, it's just bizarre. Yeah. But it turns out Mad Dog McCree was a fucking... He wasn't real. He was a red herring.
Oh, fuck.
He wasn't the guy we were supposed to go after. We had to go against this guy called, like, Asan, I think?
Sure, yeah.
Asaj? I don't fucking know what he was called. Sorry, credits music. So, yeah, anyway, now the next episode's called The Running Man. Oh, sorry, A Running Man, legally distinct. Where...
Yeah, we would like to apologise to the estate of Stephen King.
Yeah. I need to specify something about the subtitles for this game.
Yeah.
Which is that all the subtitles, for one, they're written in Comic Sans, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
And second of all, like, a bunch of them do not match with the speech, and they clearly did not have any time to change the dialogue or get re-recordings. They just had to get this fucking game out there. But Harry gives a take where he basically he says, like, in this exact cadence and like, pacing, we had to take part in this operation, like it or not. Like that. Like, you know how, like, Final Fantasy X's voice lines are so awkward because they had to fit the lines into an exact point of time?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the hard-coded dialogue length will crash the game.
Yeah.
It feels like that, almost, where it's like, why did you compress it down that short? What's going on, man? Did a fucking bug fly in and you ducked and you panicked? Or, like, was a pizza at the door and you had to go quickly say the line and take your headphones off, rush out, grab your pizza? What was happening?
This town's full of nerve agent. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Or CA said she'd be okay. And CA, well, honestly, she's taking it like a champ.
Yeah.
Like, at this
we
point.
just keep coming back to them. No, we didn't talk about CA and Gabriel in their cabin in the woods.
Oh, that's at the end of this mission.
No, that's at the end of mission 4.
Is it really?
Yeah,
yeah, right, of course. Yeah, so CA and Gabriel are hiding out in a random cabin in the woods. And this is like, yeah, after Gabriel looks down from that roof point with his gun, it cuts to this cabin in the woods. CA's just sitting there doing nothing. And Gabriel opens the door and just says, "We're leaving." And then they walk out into the black void because there's no fucking like environment outside this room.
But then the next time they cut to them, they're in the same room.
They're in the same cabin.
It's like, where did they go?
I mean, maybe it's not an actual cabin in the woods. Maybe it's like an escape room where they've just themed it to look like a cabin in the woods because there's no windows in this fucking place. It's just completely dark. It's just wood paneling. It's like the inside of the Great Northern. Honestly, sorry, Twin Peaks reference aside, the dialogue in the monologues do sound like the log lady is saying them. Like, I could genuinely see you just, like, being like, whatever, episode 22 of Twin Peaks, and the log lady pops up and just says, "What can you see beyond the darkness? Survival of the fittest is said to be a law of nature."
Oh, yeah.
I've never told a lie in my life. So anyway, fuck this stupid fucking mission.
Yeah.
A running man. Which, I'll give you that, it's got a running man in it.
It does. It has many running men.
It does, actually. You've got to make sure you hit the right one.
Yeah.
But before that happens, you basically have to shoot the wheel of this limousine that contains the VIP you're going to assassinate. And it's rushing along down the road, and it turns a corner. You have... And the hitbox for the wheel is fucking tiny. Like, this is why I got so harsh about these controls, because I feel like another game that had the controls as stiff as this would at least make the hitboxes a bit bigger to give you, like, somewhat of, like a window... Yeah, a window of opportunity, right? But here, they're so precise that I imagine they're just fitted to the exact model of the wheels of the car. You get 6 shots, which is admittedly quite generous.
Yeah.
In order to get this, but we were stuck on this for so fucking long. Because not only is it hard to hit the car while it's moving, it's super fast going down the road, it slows down around the corner as a car would, and then it drives off at this weird angle in order to get it the next time. If you are lucky enough to get the wheel, then like 6 different people come out of the car, and the first time I got this mission, I got the VIP right as he got out of the car.
Yeah.
And although it hit him and he fell over and he groaned, it counted as a miss and it was a game over.
He didn't get that kill shot, man.
Yeah, that's what we think happened. We presume it was like, oh, I hit him in the balls, I guess. It doesn't count.
And I want to really make clear that Connor was so angry during this. He was just sitting there, like, tapping his leg and scratching at his face.
It was just... Oh my god, you make me sound like a wild animal.
Yeah, that's what you looked like, man. You were getting so tense.
I guess this was when I said I'm not a fucking chess piece. When I discovered that you could use the right analog stick.
When you discovered, by which you mean when I told you that you could use the right analog stick.
Hey, listen, everything's a discovery. That's all I'm
when
saying.
A man does it.
Yes, hear it for the boy. Hear it for the boy.
Wait, that's stage 6. A running man.
That's stage 6. It sucks. That was probably where like the largest chunk of our game time was.
Yeah, I think it took us an hour and a half to beat this. It was probably 25 minutes on stage 6.
Yeah, but then after killing this guy, we then cut back to the cabin in the woods where Claire is like, Gabriel,
please,
you and
CA.
sorry, CA. Oh yeah, I guess rest in peace, Claire. Like, it's not the real Claire. CA is like, Gabriel, you and Harry have the exact same enemies. I think you would be really good friends. And Gabriel is like, no. Whatever, sure.
What I really like about it is that CA says that Harry said that you and him have the same traits, so you could be friends. And like the trait she means is being killers. Like, you guys could talk about that, you know? You could commiserate.
Yeah, you know, you could talk shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be nice.
We've got so many shared interests.
Killing people.
You should go to the Killing Guys Club.
You're both... Yeah, so anyway, we're on Stage 8, System Panic. So at this point, the game no longer takes place in New York City.
It now takes place in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. Might as well be. You're inside of a big crater in the desert, and there's a big CIA facility, and you're laying there with Stanley.
So he's hacking into the security cameras so that they won't go off when you shoot them. And in the time that he's able to keep the system hacked, you have to shoot all, 9 cameras.
I think it's,
7 or 9 or something.
Yeah, something like that. And you admittedly have a good few bullets to do this. However...
Unfortunately, it kind of fucking sucks.
Hey! Don't you come at me about this. I'd love to see someone else give this a call. I would love to see someone beat this mission on their first fucking try.
Oh, who was it who did the car mission, Connor?
I did the car mission, and the game just went, no, sorry, shooting a guy through the spine doesn't count as killing him.
Yeah, but if you're going through that logic, John Hinckley Jr. killed Ronald Reagan. But no, he didn't, though, did he?
I think the people who really killed Ronald Reagan was society, Ash.
Wow.
You said this was going to be the episode we talk about JFK. We pulled Ronald Reagan out somehow.
We can get into it, man. We can talk about JFK. Although we did think this episode was going to be 45 minutes long, and we're now an hour and 12 minutes in somehow.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You have to hit the cameras. You just kissed your microphone.
I love my microphone.
I know, yeah. By the way, new setup.
Yeah. Hopefully the audio isn't
we
terrible.
Swear we hope this one isn't more fucked than the last.
Yeah. I thank God we fixed it just in time for the sniper too. Nothing important about our 4-hour-long episode about Silent Hill 2 that we had to fix the audio for.
Oh my god.
Although I will say in our defense, we do audio tests every single time.
Yeah.
And the Silent Hill 2 audio was fine for that test.
Yeah.
And then a minute into the actual recording starts crackling. Fucking infuriating.
Fucking nightmare. The thing is that the hitboxes on these cameras, you have to hit them exactly in the lens. If you go a little too high, a little too low, anywhere like that, it's a complete whiff. And you've got to make sure you land these 10 shots perfectly out of the 12 bullets you've got.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. It's probably I think the second hardest after Running Man.
Although you were so weird about it because the cameras are rotating, and you refuse to just wait for them to rotate back. So you were just going backwards and forwards constantly.
I have a time limit. I've got a grade to look out for, Ash. I can't be dilly-dallying.
I mean, that was my favorite part of today's playthrough, is that this once again took us quite a few tries, and you were getting quite frustrated. And then, as I was giving you shit for missing, you made the last shot and nailed it. And you went, there you go, fucking nailed it, grade C-.
Yeah.
The game was I don't know about that one, Chief.
That was what I was leaving my GCSEs. I was I fucking killed it. Yeah. I'm the best. C's and everything.
Hell yeah, baby. And look where you are now. You have your very own office.
I do have my own office. We have a lovely space, and it's Christmas, so I've decorated. Look at my lovely tree, Ash.
Yeah, I love how it's got Shadow the Hedgehog tied up by a rope on the top of it. Like he's being sacrificed to King Kong.
I'd love to see that version of King Kong, where he's got Shadow the Hedgehog in his hand and little biplanes are flying around. Yeah, make that happen, Sega. You've got more Sonic movies in you. Come on.
Come on, get to it.
Making you good money.
Please make one Sonic movie with any source at all.
Hey man, they did kill that girl.
Yeah, but they fucking blew it though.
They didn't shoot her.
They didn't shoot her right in the dumb face.
They shot an explosive near her. Arguably worse.
But not as good for us.
No, it wasn't Shadow the Hedgehog's audacity, and that really,
the audacity of Shadow the Hedgehog.
It knocked it down to, half a star out of 5, I think. So after this mission, this set of cuts are really weird, because Harry and Stanley are kind of celebrating that they, landed these shots, and alright, we're now ready to do the next thing.
Yeah.
And then it shows an ominous figure behind them.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back to Stanley's face, and that's when the credits roll. They don't have the ominous ending of like the guy behind them who's like, oh no, what's gonna happen to our heroes right now?
Yeah.
And could you, like you were saying this to me earlier, could you imagine playing this like it was a TV show? Like you do one level of the Sniper 2, you put the controller down, turn the PS2 off, and you're like, right, see you next week.
Yeah, next week, yeah. Gonna be a big one.
We were left in suspense the whole time.
God, 11 weeks of playing the Sniper 2.
Where we play the game for like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And then...
That's all the time I have to play with you.
Resident Evil 5 reference!
Knock that one in there.
Yeah!
That one was subtle too.
That one was very
good. And then
good.
you screamed Resident Evil 5 reference.
Yeah, just to ruin it.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I love ruining episodes. I deliberately make the audio bad on purpose. But yes, we then get to the next chapter.
Stage 9.
Called My Friend.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to talk about this one, I think.
It turns out the man standing behind them is Gabriel.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey...
I changed my mind.
I'm actually going to work with you now, I guess.
They're like, why have you changed your entire motivation for this story? I just changed my mind, man.
I just changed my mind. CA convinced me.
But like, that's the implication, but CA doesn't give him a speech that seems convincing.
No, she doesn't.
One has to assume this just happened off screen in their little lodge together.
I bet he just kind of like went, oh yeah. This doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like they have like one scene where he's telling her about like this man who was in love with a woman and then she died. And it's sad. And she's like, yeah, but it sounds like he was living life to the fullest. And he goes, damn, you're right. I have to go fight the CIA now.
So CA also shows up.
Yeah. Because it's weird because they're on this fucking like completely empty desert ridge.
Yeah.
And they're standing there and then Gabriel's like behind them and he's like, hey, it's me, I'm Gabriel, I'm here to help. And then the camera cuts to the left and then CK's just running across the desert and it's like, where the fuck did you come from? Like, why couldn't we see you before?
Yeah. Everyone has like a cone of vision of like maybe 30 feet outside of their sniper scopes.
They say that, you've got the antidote for Tatakame, haven't you? And he's like, so that's the line they fed you, huh? There is no antidote. They were playing you for a damn fool. And then like 5 seconds pass and he goes, here's the antidote for Tamakal.
And it turns out, yeah, they're always like, well, what's going on with CA? Surely she's going to die if she's the youngest of all of us. And then he goes, well, actually, because she's a clone, she's probably got antibodies for it in her or something. They're in this vial. Here you go.
Yeah, I solved it.
Fix yourselves. And in this completely featureless, coverless landscape, the exact thing you would fear happens. As Stanley says, like, he might as well have been saying, I'm 2 days from retirement.
Yeah.
Tragedy strikes. A sudden sniper from the CIA facility shoots Stanley, and he falls over, and Harry's...
Well, he falls over at, like, quarter speed. Like, he's just like, ooh.
In the most incredible sudden death since Louis Serra.
He goes, Leon, the chicken special! Ugh!
And they both have an antidote.
They do have the antidote,
Oh, it's poetry, it rhymes. Yeah. Capcom ripped this game off, I think.
Unfortunately, you can't cure sniper wounds, so...
No. Except for that crime boss we didn't get the kill shot on, like he lived.
Yeah, no, he was good.
So they tackle the immediate threat, good on them, which is the fucking enemy sniper on the building. And admittedly, this one is also a pretty tough one because it's a tiny guy on this big building who's running around dynamically. He doesn't have like a fixed path as far as I could follow.
Yeah.
So you do have to try and track where he is and hope that he stands still long enough where he's like trying to shoot back at you in order to hit him properly.
Yeah.
And that's how you get him.
It's weird though because it's meant to be like a sniper v sniper battle. Like you're fighting quiet in MGS5. But you don't have health in this game. Enemies can never kill you. So, like, he's shooting back at you and he never hits you.
No, yeah. It's kind of like those random guys in, like, Time Crisis who just stand around and they don't fucking
like, the structure of the game cannot function if it's not, you just run out of time or bullets. That's the only fail state in the game.
Yeah,
It's such a strange thing.
But at which point Stanley, who is dying, reveals the dreaded secret that we kind of suspected from the beginning.
That he's not just a random technician on the side of the road. He's in the CIA as well.
He is in the CIA. That's why he could hack CIA mainframes like Shadow the Hedgehog.
And like he had been sent in because like Abby was suspicious. Like there was like a corruption scandal inside the CIA and that's why he was there.
Oh yeah, that must be why she was gone.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe Stanley fucking just killed Abby.
Yeah, when he calls you and he says, I can't get in touch with Abby, he's holding a fucking severed head in his hand. Like, She ain't responded to my calls.
Her lifeless, like, Pleus one ass head. But at which point Stanley dies, and Harry and Gabriel look at each other and like, well, we've got to finish this.
No, Gabriel says, after Stanley passes away, well, that was unfortunate. and then Harry goes, yeah. I'm like, yep.
While Stanley's dying as well, it's playing the loudest possible background music so you can barely hear what's going on. And no other cutscene in the game is like this. This one's just incredibly loud. But yes, Gabriel actually says that at the beginning of the last chapter. Well, second to last chapter.
The penultimate chapter.
Melody of Revenge.
Melody of
So Harry and Gabriel jump off the fucking cliff.
It like freeze frames as they're jumping off as well. It's incredible.
And so it takes you to the next mission where it has no data on what you're looking at, of what is happening. It lets you choose vantage points. You can't see what they are. Not that they ever matter in this game,
but it's
really,
so funny just switching between A and B with no information.
And then they go, the missiles full of tackle McGann are about to be fired. Like, this has
Holy shit!
Like, this has gone from, like, they're just gonna have the mob pass this around to, we're launching this in fucking missiles. The missiles are gonna go off somewhere. And so you have to shoot this tiny little laser beam that's in this little circular machine. Yeah. And you've got to hit it right as it swings round. At this point, I'd given the controller to you, Ash. And what do you know? First fucking try, just bam.
Yeah. D. I fucking shot that damn thing, literally first shot, second 5 of the entire mission, and I got the lowest fucking score.
How?
I was furious.
Why?
Because Connor just gave it to me, and I was like, oh, I think I have to shoot this red thing. Pfft, shot it. Done. America shed a tear. Got a D. So unfair. It was rigged. It was so fucked up.
I can't fucking believe it. But you stop the missiles from launching.
But that was just the launch device, Connor. They still have the missiles. So.
They do.
It's really funny as well, because like you're talking to CA over this like communicator that you have, and she's like, we've lost contact with Gabriel. I don't know where he is. And then it cuts to the next cutscene and you just found him. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
And he's like, well, listen, man, we're going to go in there and take out the missiles. But then CA calls you and she's like, do you know the Mafia guy from earlier in the game? He's running around in a big circle. And I'm in danger, I think. So then the last mission is you just have to shoot this guy who's fucking serpentining around.
On a road
in
the middle of the desert with no cover.
Like outside of Black Mesa, just standing around. And like, it's like, they've gone to themselves, alright, this is the final boss of the Sniper 2. How can we make this more complicated? He's going to run around in a really unusual pattern. Like, he's just like turning and diving around like crazy.
Oh, but it's got such a great name, this mission, though. It's called To Assassinate a Devil. And this guy looks like fucking Colonel Sanders, as he's just a tiny little man in this gigantic space.
Unfortunately, Connor will have nothing more to say about this part of the game, because he had to take a massive shit when it was going on. So.
Hey, listen, game respects game, you know?
Yeah.
I'm holding up the Sniper 2 while I'm saying this. After this happens, Dante Gabriel shows up again and just says, "You've not figured it out after all." And then he walks off.
And then the narration just says, and then we never saw Gabriel again, and that was the ending of the game. And that was it. The credits started to roll.
Now, the thing is, I'm pretty sure the thing that separates you getting this ending from the true ending is your ranking when shooting the little missile system.
Well, when you beat the game and you watch the credits, which are different from the interstitial credits, to be fair.
Okay.
You get a fucking flowchart.
Yeah,
like a zero escape fucking NAS flowchart of all the paths you could have taken.
Yeah.
And there basically is like a second set of missions if you did well in the rankings.
But like 2 of them.
Yeah, no, it's not anything crazy.
Adding an extra 10 minutes of game time.
If that.
Yeah. We decided not to bother with that because, frankly, all things considered, considering the tone, the vibe, the storytelling glory of this game, that ending...
That was the perfect ending.
Is the perfect ending. What happened to Harry and CA? What happened to Abby? Will Stanley's memory be honoured?
Who cares?
What happens to Tackle McCann?
Who cares?
We killed Colonel Sanders, that's it. Yeah. He's the final boss.
Exactly. We rescued CA and that's it.
You know what this feels like to me? This feels like if you got to the end of Mass Effect 3, but the Cerberus bit where you fight Kai Leng happens after you stop the Reapers, where they go, oh yeah, you know Cerberus?
Yeah, well, what do you think of that guy?
Yeah, you gotta kill Kai Leng now.
And that is the entirety of the Sniper 2.
That is the whole of the Sniper 2. And look, viewers, I would love to tell you that we're leaving out details.
No.
Like, other than, like, the true ending, I suppose. I would love to tell you that there was something more to this game than what we've said. There isn't.
No.
You would think that a game like this would have, like, maybe one or two other systems in there to give it a little bit more sort of, like, replayability or complexity.
Or maybe, like, you'd, like, unlock mission mode or something like that.
Yeah. As far as we understand, unless getting, like, a AAA in every mission unlocks, like, a wild new set of secrets or whatever... You don't get, like, new weapons or things to mix up anything. There's nothing you can do to interact with the environments that will make the missions more dynamic. There isn't really anything more to this game other than shooting the target at the right time, and that's it.
And, like, I guess improving on your accuracy and your score.
Yeah. And this story about this magical drug that the CIA has created just ends with you stopping the missiles and just leaving it there.
Great, we did it. Good job, lads. Go home. Don't even get like and then we got those chicken specials.
Yeah, no, it's not even like a little thing like that at the end. There's no Leon turning behind the camera and said, "Hey, it's up to us to take down the CIA." None of that.
Which it would have had if it was a good game.
If it was a fantastic game.
Unlike the Resident Evil 2 remake, which doesn't have that.
Ooh, you're right.
We're done.
So yeah, that's what we are leaving you with the Sniper 2. A game with no legacy other than probably this podcast and those 30 minutes of streaming from VineSource Vinny.
Honestly, it's distressing because we like to do like analysis of these games, talk about their place in the industry or like what their mechanics meant for the genre. It's just nothing to do here with this. There's nothing to say about it. It's not even necessarily that they have bad ideas, they just have no ideas.
They don't really know. I think maybe I'm tricking myself into thinking this game had a vision, that someone had, like, an idea for this. Because I guess this story could have been just shat out by, like, some random board of people. But it feels like a story that was written by someone who did want to tell a weird spy thriller, but maybe got about as far as the elevator pitch, and the publisher said, "That's great, don't do any more.
Yeah.
We're done. That's
We're making the Sniper 2.
We're making the Sniper 2. We're making a bargain bin game." And bargain bin it definitely is. I think out of every game that we've played, this might be probably, like, the lowest quality game of them all.
It's definitely the highest price ratio to fun had.
Oh, yeah.
50p for a lifetime of joy.
Maybe you will forget the Sniper 2 one day, but I'll be like that boy, the lead protagonist of the Polar Express, where I'll always remember.
Who's shaking the Sniper 2 bell.
Yeah, the Sniper 2 bell underneath my Christmas tree. Could you imagine if this is our Christmas special? Merry Christmas from the Sniper 2.
The bullet going right from our rifle to your hearts.
Oh, yeah. But...
And maybe you'll have yourself a little Sniper Christmas yourselves.
Yeah. Have a Merry Sniper Christmas, everyone. Let's talk about rankings, Ash. In terms of quality, how many stars would you give the Sniper 2?
Can I give it... Alright. Okay. I'll come at it from this angle. This is an incredibly unambitious, mechanically simple game, but it does work.
Yes.
It's not like this game is broken in any way. You can get through it quite quickly and quite efficiently. So I'm going to give it a 0.5.
In terms of stars?
In quality.
I mean, yeah. That's probably what I would do for it as well. Like, maybe 1 star.
Ooh, generous.
I don't know. Like, I'm actually trying to think about a redeeming quality. Like, we've played the music to give you an example of it. I don't think we need to elaborate on it other than, like, it's incredible stank MIDI. Like, people laboriously try to recreate that level of stank.
Yeah.
And
the Sniper 2 is out here doing it for free.
Yeah. Maybe half a star is right.
Okay.
Half a star is correct.
It is truly sourceless. There's nothing going on in this game.
Which, speaking of which, in terms of interesting...
We're gonna have this debate every fucking week, aren't we? Like, is this game really that interesting? I mean, yeah.
We decided to talk about it.
Also, no. Like, it's really difficult because it's both the most interesting and the most least interesting game of all time.
Yeah.
Like, it's truly... I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars.
2.5 stars?
I'm gonna go right in the middle.
Wow, you're being quite generous to it, but I think that's, considering your rationale there, I think that's fair. I think I would give this like a 1.5
Ah, damn.
in terms of interesting. Because I like its stupid little plot. There's more effort in that plot than there really should be.
Yeah.
It's a sequel to an enigma of a game. I don't know. It's just, I'm weirdly fascinated by its like completely ramshackle development that like we can only speculate on.
Yeah.
And in terms of fun...
Oh, 5 stars, 100%.
5 stars!
Dude, that was we got so excited every single time it did the stupid victory music. Like, not because of anything that the game was doing to make us excited, but because it was so stupid and so lame. Like, it was so funny.
I'll admit that I hated this game when it tried to exact any amount of challenge from me. It reminds me of a game like Alone in the Dark, where it spends so much of its runtime going like, don't put any effort in. If you don't like this, if you don't care about this, whatever, just skip this fucking section.
Yeah, until you get to the most annoying task in the game.
Yeah, and then you have to play the entire game and there's no way to skip it. And like, this is one of those games where it's like, it was so easy for such a long chunk of its gameplay that once it got difficult, I got really annoyed at it. But at the same time, it made me into a madman.
Yeah, I think I would rationale that there have been lots of difficult games that we have played. Well, I can kind of picture the energy and the scene of it, where like I'm leaning back in my chair doing a boss in like Spyro or something, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I hate this. And we're having like a testy time, like an angry time. Whereas this, you were yelling about you were like, I'm not a chessboard. I'm a free man.
I did it, Ash. I'm the best.
Yeah,
you all
yeah.
gather me. I'm the best there ever was. C-.
C-, yeah. Like, it might have been frustrating, but it was the fun kind of frustrating.
Yeah. And I think with that, 4.5.
Damn, I'm
4.5 stars.
Wasn't expecting to be the Sniper 2 defender on this one.
No, I'm kind of shocked. I just, can I bring myself to say that this is on par with Clock Tower 3? Actually, it's like an hour and a half long. Yeah, sure.
I would make an argument that, like, for the first half of Clock Tower 3, it wasn't really landing that well.
Yeah, fair.
I was a bit worried about it. Especially since we hadn't arranged to do that.
Right.
I just tricked you into coming over and playing Clock Tower 3.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'm with you on this. I'm changing my ranking to 5 stars.
Yeah.
5 stars on fun. Everything else stands.
The 5-star game.
Well, given that this game's made me think a lot more about the PS1, a game that really feels like it should have just been on the PS1, frankly, I kind of want to go back to that time, to that space. Maybe play something that was made for the hardware that feels like it actually was like an important title. Not important, but like landmark title for like the PS1.
I want to play a game with a story as good as the Sniper 2. And I think this next game really lives up to that accolade.
Yeah, released in 1998. I think it's got a really interesting thing to say about antagonism, about the convoluted relationships between friend and foe.
About, like, the role of the media in creating tensions between people.
Do you want to drop the bombshell of what we're playing?
We're talking about Spyro the Dragon.
Storytelling masterpiece.
The Silent Hill 2 of Connor's childhood. That was the shit he was up to all day.
This raises so many questions from me.
So many questions. Well, go ahead. So you got me here.
What? I didn't know Silent Hill 2 meant that to you at the same age.
When I was 4? Yeah, man, yeah.
You were playing Silent Hill 2 at 4 years old?
No.
I wasn't even playing Spyro at 4 years old.
I was playing Resident Evil 1.
Oh, yeah,
getting my ass handed to me, as you might expect.
Well, everyone, we hope to join you next time for something a little bit more fun, a little bit more relaxed.
I hope you've enjoyed this, the worst episode of the show.
Oh, no. The least viewed episode of the show. Will this outperform Geist as the worst episode of the show?
I was going to say, if it was in views, Geist has over 1,000 views.
I know, that's true.
Definitely not getting that high.
That's true, but it's the one we look upon the least fondly. Even though I like the first, 45 minutes of Geist, I'm just not sure about the rest of it.
If you watched this episode of The Sniper 2, which you have to have done to have gotten to this point, please don't recommend it to your friends. We don't want this doing better than Tulip. It would damage us.
Yeah, do not share.
No.
Leave a like and a comment.
If you receive this video, please link it to 5 other people and tell them not to watch it. Otherwise, you will be cursed.
Yes, no, this would be the best cursed email. You will die tonight if you watch the Sniper 2 episode. And you will not go to paradise with me.
Exactly. You will not see the light of heaven.
You won't. I mean, this is a big weight on my consciousness to have given money to CEX for the Sniper 2.
But now we finally exercise that spirit, Connor.
We do.
We no longer have to talk about the Sniper 2.
we get to talk about some fun.
So, what?
Wait, this game got 5-star for fun. That doesn't even make sense.
Spyro 1's not going to get that high. Let me tell you that much for free.
Oh.
I barely remember us even playing it.
Well. Thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah.
If you want to see more from us on the show, the playlist is going to be linked at the end of this video. Or if you're watching this from the future, then probably the next episode on Spyro will be linked here.
There you go.
And you'll see plenty more on the channel. Ash, you got any shout-outs you want to make?
Any shout-outs? You should watch not this video. Unwatch this video.
You should watch Dawn of War Definitive Shenanigans. That video is really struggling at the moment.
You should watch Season 2 of Spy X Family. That was a real good one.
No, it's Spyro X Family. That's the next episode. Where Spyro has to pretend to have a wife and kid.
I'd watch that.
That would be good. I'd like that a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. And depending on when this uploads, Merry Christmas. We're looking at Shadow up on the Christmas tree right now.
And a very Shadow Christmas to all our viewers.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for this episode to come out in January. It's going to be huge.
The month of Christmas. So Sniper 2 is the most January game, I feel like.
Well, I think we played it in February, right? If it was,
we did the second month.
Yeah.
So, second month, second season, 22nd episode.
There you go.
On the PlayStation 2. The most 2 game of all time. Well, thank you everyone for listening.
It's over now. Go home.
The credits are just playing.
Yeah.
It's just playing the credits.